Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your energy forecast for October 11th to 15th, 2023. And of course, we'll have some personal card pulls at the end of this call. I'm excited to be here. I love coming on live. I always get this feeling of being nerve-sighted because I can feel all of the energy that's coming through and what will be channeled through as we activate some of our thinking, some of our what is possible and what it is that we are breaking through. And so as you are joining in on the call, I'm just going to pull a card, and I'm pulling a card from the Lightness of Being affirmation cards, and just to see what simple message is coming through with us. And as you're landing in on the call, I'm going to invite you to just say hello. Welcome, everyone. And the card that I pulled is 6 Omniscience and Blessings. Honor your own requirement for inactivity. Meet dynamism in stillness. And so I absolutely love this card because really what it's speaking to is the willingness to be present and how that will come forward in today's call. So welcome, everyone. We'll begin with just speaking about October. Now, October is this month where we are building momentum in the direction of our manifestations. And so this is a time to notice, am I focused in the direction of what I desire or not? Am I willing to move forward in the direction of what I desire so that I can experience, and as I'm experiencing more and more of what may be in my way, that I would continue to break through the patterns so that I can actually manifest what it is that I desire. Good morning, Wanda. And so this is a great time of discernment, a time to notice the distraction, a time to notice, am I paying so much attention to what's happening on my social media, to what's happening on my phone? Am I willing to wake up, to look up, to be present, to notice my surroundings, to notice what information I'm receiving, to be here in the moment? And so last week we began with respect and talking about what does respect mean? What does self-respect mean? Am I the steward for myself in respect? Right? And we've moved from this place of the diamonds where we were focused on the material, focused on our inherent value, and we've now moved into the clubs. And the clubs is where we focused on the mind, we focus on our communication, our expression, our lifestyle, our career. And it's an opportunity to review our relationships and how we have come together in these karmic relationships this month, and where we may have created relationships based on need, based on love, value, wisdom, to be seen by others. Where when we create these experiences with others through this energy of need, we actually experience betrayal, abuse, neglect, and abandonment. And so there's this beautiful opportunity to allow these karmic patterns to rise up this month so that we can allow the relationship itself to fall away, to create new relationship dynamics, to be your own source, to self-source the love, the value, the wisdom that is always flowing through you, to see yourself, to know yourself. And so we're moving through this month to release the need for others' approval so that we can serve as this reflection of what it looks like to devote to ourselves, to what it is that we love, to completion, right? Good morning, Rosalie. Moving to North Vancouver today. Awesome. I love that. That's amazing. Hi, Lisa. And so this month is all about becoming, being, acting upon your own authority, being in your own power, understanding what that means, and self-sourcing your essence, self-sourcing the frequencies that you desire to experience, whether that's love, wealth, joy, fun, play, and to choose peace. And when we can come to a place where we choose peace, we allow for the karmic patterns to fall away because we're no longer engaging with life where we are contributing to the drama in life, contributing to the the taking of energy or the giving of energy. And many of us know the drama as the drama triangle, where we play the victim, the rescuer, or the bully, right? And so we begin with today. Now, if you haven't taken a look at the forecast from the beginning of the week, I did post that yesterday, but we're going to begin with today, where, morning, Joanne, Wednesday, October 11th, where we move into one Jack of Clubs. Today is about self-responsibility. And so today we're looking at our own habits, we're looking at our judgments, we're looking at our comparisons, and we're deciding whether or not we are willing to commit to move in the direction of what it is that we desire. And so the one is the beginning of a new cycle. It is something new is birthing. Something has just transformed. And perhaps you may even begin to feel or notice that there is an opportunity that is arising. We've got the Jack of Clubs, and the Jack of Clubs is an initiation into a new story, being the writer of your own story. It is an opportunity to experience something that you have never experienced before. We are these energetic beings, and around us there is 99.9% of what we cannot see, and it is all energy. And we in this beautiful vessel have this ability to see, hear, taste, smell, touch, and then feel energy itself. And so every second we are bombarded with millions and millions and millions of bits of information that our body transcribes. It now goes through our brain, and in our brain, it filters all of this information. And all of this information is filtered by our ideas, our beliefs, what we want, where we're focused, how we feel, our religion, our past experiences. And in that second, all of that information is put into one snapshot. And that one snapshot is continued to have snapshot after snapshot after snapshot, but we can't see it all. And so our brain makes up the rest of it. And the brain will make up the rest of it based on our experiences and based on whether or not we are here present now. So, have you ever been in the shower and you're just washing your hair and you're rinsing out your hair, and suddenly you have a thought of an ex-lover, and you're now thinking, oh man, that was a horrible relationship. I really didn't enjoy that. I really didn't see my value. And now you're starting to feel the emotion with it. And so you're connected to an emotion, you're feeling sad, and now you're judging yourself because you're judging your emotion and all of these things. So now you're sad and you're judging yourself and you're hurting your own feelings. But that happened because you were out of your own presence. It happened because a thought came in, you connected that thought to a feeling. That feeling now manifested in more and more and more of this creation of a story that doesn't exist because you're in the shower. And now you're feeling the pain. And so it stops you. It stops you from moving forward. If what you're desiring is to create a new relationship with someone, a romantic partner, then now that is coming with you on this journey. The Jack of Clubs is wait. It says, wait, if we are actually creating a new experience, and if it's our brain that's making it up anyway, then why wouldn't we take the opportunity to be here now in the present to see what is actually unfolding and make the story really good? Allow myself to feel really good. We do this all the time. How many times have you been in the kitchen and you're cutting vegetables and you're about to make yourself this glorious meal, and then you could hear your mom talking in your ear, you're not supposed to cut the carrots that way, it's not going to work out this way because da 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 da. So now you're upset with your mom. Your mom's not even in the room. She's probably across the country. And now you're creating this meal that is in judgment and comparison to how your mom did something, rather than being here now in the present, in your own energy, in this place where you are creating this luxurious, amazing meal for yourself. And so, are you willing to practice great presence and to imagine that in every moment there is this new portrait, this new painting, this new canvas that is unfolding, that is bringing in new colors, new textures, new people, new play, a new sense of freedom? And to notice that when your mind gets deterred and goes somewhere else, that you are willing to come back. And so today, are you willing to commit to a new story, to a new lifestyle, to a new career or expression? Are you willing to commit to what it is that you love, what it is that you desire? And are you willing to question your perception? Because if you're making it up, then you might as well make it up good. Thursday, we move into the energy of blessings. And so there's this activation of blessings, which may mean that people are coming into your life to mirror who you are. And so if you made a decision on Wednesday and that decision, it's October 11, 11, 11. I love that. So if you are here and you've made this decision to commit to a new lifestyle, to commit to your dream, that experience, then it is very possible that you will receive the blessing of other people coming into your life to mirror those places where you are still not in that thinking, where you forgot. And so perhaps that can be an idea of unfinished business where you thought something was taken away from you, where you think you can't have brand new relationship, where you can't have the money, where you can't have the career, or places where you felt helpless. And that's inviting you to ask for support, to ask for help. And so you're being invited to take a look and ask yourself, what is changing in how I navigate my relationships to myself, to my thinking, to my emotions, and now out with others? And where is it that I feel the need or that I feel I am in lack with others? Where do I walk on eggshells with the people in my life? Where do I walk on eggshells with my money, with my clients, with my resources? And so we've got the 2 and the 10 of clubs. And the 2 is releasing the need to be understood or seen by others so that you can inspire true connections, true partnerships, an engagement, true engagement with your resources. For seeing the truth that I have $10 in my account. Right now, I might feel lack because there's $10 in my account and I have to pay something tomorrow. And so I'm feeling like I don't have enough. And so as I'm engaging with these resources, I'm willing to face it, to feel it, to free it, so that I can now experience presence and wealth. And as I experience that presence and wealth, I ask it, what is my next action? Oh, call this person. Oh, you forgot to look at this one account. You've actually got thousands of dollars in this account. And so the opportunity arises as things unfold for you. Now we've got the 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs is this interesting energy because of where it is in the chart. It's always feeling this pressure. It's always feeling this pressure to just be perfect. It's feeling this pressure to do something in the world, to manifest something so grand. And so there's this energy of perfection and this energy of I need to beat myself again and again and again and again. Because when I attain these physical things in my life, whether that's my body, my home, the perfect children, the perfect car, whatever it is that it looks like, I have now experienced success. But that's the delusion. The delusion is the idea that you have to be perfect, the idea that you have to work hard, the idea that you have to continually beat yourself and compare yourself to yourself for fear of being judged by others. And to realize that you are connected to source, the divine, that you are the source of everything that you create. And in understanding that you are the source of what it is that you are here to create or what is inspired to move through you, you can now move that energy out through you, amplified in celebration, in congratulations, in amplification of what it is that you desire. And so there's this opportunity here on Thursday to begin something new, to allow something to fulfill you in such a way where you feel the success within yourself. And the success comes from being your fullest expression and communicating yourself out into the world. The lower perception of this is that You feel as though there's too many people that are paying attention to you, that maybe that you are experiencing too many people giving you unwarranted advice that you're taking personally. But this is an energy that is preparing you to be seen as you are, as who you are, as this being, as you be, how you express, and not the tangible outcomes. And so, in this energy, you want to ask yourself, how is it that I am responding to life? How am I responding to my money, to people, to my career? Am I pretending that it doesn't exist? Or do I feel like I need to protect myself from others? And if that's the case, am I willing to face it, to feel it, to free it, so that I can come back to peace? And so that I can reorient myself to where I am, which is here now, not anywhere in the future, not anywhere in the past. Lisa saying, got my baggage, going on a mind trip, committed to choosing the trips I take now. I love that. That's amazing. Then we move into Friday, and Friday is a Saturn energy, and it is accountability. And so we're really taking a look at how is it that we are perceiving our experiences? How am I perceiving my life? Am I running away from my responsibilities? Am I avoiding being the steward of my money by not paying a bill? And if I'm not paying a bill, I'm now on this day receiving a call from the bank. It's this energy where the universe is saying, hey, I saw that you did something, or I saw that you didn't do something, and I need you to take care of it now because this is in the way for you in the fulfillment of what it is that you desire. And so we've got the 3 9 of clubs. And the 3 is releasing our need to control how we express ourselves, how we talk, how we express our life, how we live full out, how we go full fun, how we play, how we go and be weird, how we conduct ourselves. It's the release of the eggshells. I very much think of it as sometimes when we're with a bunch of people, we love to dress a certain way because we want to ensure that we are the same. We want to look like that business person, or we want to look like that spiritualized person wearing flowy garments, or we want to look a certain way so that we match everyone that's in that space. But in that space, we're not necessarily being ourselves because we just want to match the others. The 3 is inviting you to be full weird. To wear what it is that you want to wear. And if it doesn't happen to match what it is, it doesn't matter because this is who you are. And so this 3 energy is inviting you to be the celebration of yourself, inviting you to be the creation that you are, and to expand yourself out there, to allow yourself to be seen, to be known as you. And we've got the 9 of clubs, and the 9 of clubs is the opportunity that you receive new information. And as you are receiving new information, it can move you in the direction of perhaps an ending or a change. And so it's the willingness to release how you maintain the past stories, how you maintain your past experiences, so that you can actually experience higher possibilities, potentials, and fulfillment. And so are you willing to, as you receive some sort of information that may be maybe connected to your lifestyle, to how you are in your business, to how you are relating with others? Are you willing to receive that information, and rather than trying to manipulate and control the situation so it doesn't change, it's the willingness to allow it to go, to change, to shift, so that you can see that things can actually fall into place in the direction of what it is that you desire. And so this is the willingness to communicate yourself fully, to be in integrity. Am I in integrity? Am I doing what I said I would do? And so if there was one day where I said that I was going to have a conversation with my partner to express my own needs and my own desires in order to feel a deeper connection, then am I willing to have that conversation, being responsible to me and to my own energy and to my expression? Will I take responsibility for that, regardless of how that may look in my relationship and how that might fall apart? and trusting that in the falling apart, it may actually come together in the most extraordinary way. And then we move into Saturday. Saturday is a new moon eclipse. And so I love eclipses because eclipses is this energy that brings things in. And so you may be receiving new information. You may be receiving new people into your life that are here for just a moment. So that in my own experience, when people come into my life through an eclipse, they're not there for a very long time. They're there to allow for me to see something within myself. And the moment I break through it, they're gone, which triggers a new experience. And so in this, because of where we are and because it's in Libra, it really tells me that there's going to be new information, new experiences that arise from this eclipse that will help you to deepen your connection to yourself, realize how it is that you are in your relationships, how you are loving yourself and then others, how you are relating to yourself and then others, and also how you're relating to your own resources. And so in this energy with this eclipse, and because it's in Libra, there may be a desire to clean up your home, and not even just clean up your home, but to make it luxurious. You may feel this desire to cut your hair, to do something different. You may feel this desire to buy a new wardrobe, to go do something absolutely new and out there. And at the same time, noticing that it's asking you to also pay attention. Are you being a steward of your finances as you do this? And so everything is connected in all of these spaces through this time with the eclipse. And with it being a new moon, it's the opportunity for a new experience, a new fulfillment. And so this being on Saturday, we're now in this place of integration. It's Uranus. And so it's asking yourself, and reflecting on, if I've made these inner shifts, and not just these inner shifts this week, but these inner shifts all year, how am I actually now perceiving my life? How am I actually now perceiving my wealth, my money, my story? And am I willing to continue to go the distance, or will I stop myself short? And so this energy really does feel like we're hitting the glass ceiling. And with that glass ceiling comes the illusion that we can't have more, or we can't be more valuable, or we can't be more loved. And so will you break through it? And so we've got the 4 energy and the 8 of clubs that's coming in. And the 4 is releasing the need for anything to be fixed. I can have a coach when I have money. I can have love when I have the perfect body. I can have the house when I ... And so we're letting go of the equations that's connected to our past, the connection that is created through social conditioning, through our culture. And are you willing to allow that to release, to fall away, coming again back to presence? Will I stop giving myself limitations? Will I stop my own thinking on behalf of my limitations? Am I willing to just take one small action today in the direction of my desires? Will I break through the illusion? And you've got 8 of clubs, which is releasing the need for other people's approval. Because the only approval that we actually need is ours. The only person you live with 24/7 is you. The only person that you are responsible is you. And of course, if you have children, absolutely. But really and truly, when you think about this, we're inviting in self-sourcing. And so when you can fill your own cup, fill yourself with your essence, fill yourself with love, fill yourself with presence here now, you can actually give to others in such a way that is greater than what you thought, because you are breaking the habit of being you. And so this is an opportunity to devote to yourself, to what it is that you love, to bring it into completion with the willingness to overcoming your problems or your challenges, so that you can experience with the club clear, precise communication and success for these things to actually rapidly change, because we're in this 8 energy. And so today, or Saturday is your time to rest, to reflect, and to ask yourself, am I being my best self? Am I stopping myself from expressing and communicating? Am I taking time to reflect, to be, to feel myself, to, in this energy of the luxury, to feel the luxuriousness that flows through me, and to allow that to move out into my experience so that I can share that in connection with others? Then we move into Sunday, and Sunday again feels like this integration energy because we've moved into 7 of clubs. But we're in 5, 7 of clubs, and this is releasing the need from freedom and responsibility. So this is the energy of I'm running away from, I'm avoiding, or it can, on the other side of it, look like I'm being nice. And so I'm avoiding hurting someone's feelings by being nice, or I'm choosing to keep the peace by not expressing myself wholly or not expressing my truth, which is a distortion and an illusion. And so this is an opportunity with this 5 energy to make aligned choices so that you can express yourself, so that you can communicate yourself, so that you can wear the clothes that you want to wear, and so that you can experience the freedom from that. Have you ever just kept a secret? Have you ever just withheld information? And you have that feeling in your body of this just isn't right. But you have these stories where you're telling yourself this story that, oh my God, I'm going to hurt their feelings. And oh my goodness, I'm going to, they're going to be sad, or they're going to leave me, or they're going to do these things. But then you go and you do it and you express yourself fully. And the fear that you had doesn't typically happen. And this is that energy. This is an opportunity for you to see that some of the stories that hold you bound aren't true, and that you're creating your own suffering in the mind. You got the 7 of clubs that comes in today, which is releasing the attachment to needing to know what will happen if you say the things or how things are going to pan out. And so this, with the 5, is this beautiful opportunity to experience the miracle, to experience that what you thought or what you experienced back there is no longer true, to see that this is an opportunity for having higher communications, higher experiences with wisdom, with knowledge, to bring all of you here now as you express yourself. And so it's this energy on Sunday of the uncertainty, the unknown. And so how do you feel about being in the uncertainty? How do you feel about being in the unknown? How do I feel about dreaming big? Because if we were in this center of our morphogenic field, this field that moves out 9 feet, 9 meters, 9 meters. And so if we've got this energy field that moves beyond this body, that has all of this energy of our thinking, our feeling, our beliefs, our ideas, our focus, that is always changing. Well, on this day, it feels like we're at the edge of our own field. And we're kind of peeking onto the other side and looking at, oh, I've experienced this and I kind of feel like I want more. And so will I allow myself to have more? And so it's a beautiful opportunity to release your limitations, to trust and have faith in what is to become, and to feel your own soul's purpose, and to allow that to direct you in the direction that was always laid out for you, that was always possible. Yeah. It's a good energy that day. So I am curious. I'm curious to see how this resonates for you. 9 meters is 30 feet. We have big energy. Yeah. So I'm curious. I'm curious what questions you have, what you've been experiencing, how you've been experiencing the month. What are you curious about? Rosalie is still processing remnants and allowing the feelings to leave. But yes, redirecting after to something dreamy or just presence. Yes, love it. Awesome. Yeah. Maybe it's not 30 feet. Maybe it's 9 feet. It's 9 feet. It's funny, I did this experiment with my children and their friends. I did this girls group one summer, and I had them all in this field, and they were all not laid out, they were standing, but they were all standing in different spaces of the field. And I had them blindfolded, and we were playing with energy. And I would have only one walk up to them. The other girls were in a row. And that one girl would walk slowly. And I would have each one tell me when they felt someone else's energy, and then give me the name. And all of them were right, but one. But you could tell that the only reason why the one girl was wrong was because she was judging her own thinking. She would have been right. And so we are highly intuitive. We are able to feel others' fields. We are able to know who they are because we are transcribers of energy. So, yeah. Let's see, Mesa. I would love cards around my next big step for big money to show up. I've been pulling some amazing cards around this lately. So exciting. Thank you. Love. Okay. Next best step, big money. I invite you to take a breath. You are breathing, and you're not breathing fully into the body. So I'm going to invite you to breathe fully into the body. It almost feels like, the world is your oyster right now. That you are actually seeing through the lens of possibility, which is really beautiful. And it's like you're waiting for the dial to spin and to land so you know what to do. So, Oh, I love that. Yeah, awesome. So I'm gonna put this down. What it feels like is you've actually been experiencing higher love. And so you've been taking actionable steps to choose you first as you continue to live your life, as you continue to be present in the moment and move in the direction of what it is that you're desiring within your own business, within your own family, within your own relationships. And so I'm feeling as though there's been some healing that's been happening for you as you continue to choose higher love for self. And you're being invited to keep on going, to feel the frequency of that. It almost feels that as you are doing this, your material experience is beginning to fall into place. Things are starting to change because it's always last in our physical experience. And so people are starting to feel that new resonance in your body, and they're starting to be attracted to you and into your field. And so people are beginning to meet you in convergence. So keep on going, keep on feeling the resonance, keep on cueing if you're cueing, keep on focusing on what it is that you want to experience, because you're amplifying that energy out through your heart and into the field. This is now allowing for people to come into your experience, which means that the Two of Diamonds is contracts. And so people are going to come, and they're either going to want to work with you, work for you, give you money. It does feel like contracts. So contractual work. So it can be, even if you're having circles, people will come, they will want to be with you. They want to experience your wisdom. So keep going. You're doing the things. I love that. Well done, Mesa. It is 9 feet. You are correct, Mesa. It's 9 feet, not 9 meters. I'm Canadian. Yeah. Oh, I love that, Stephanie. You're feeling more grounded. Interesting. Some people don't feel more grounded during this energy. They feel more up in their head. Let's see. Allison saying, all spot on for what I'm going through today. I'm embracing my body changes. Yay. I'd love guidance on if there's anything specific for me to release as I just keep expanding. I'm literally expanding so much in the abdomen very fast these past 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm going to invite you to take a breath and some water. Feels like your body's requiring some more water as you are moving all of this energy through your body. Because it does feel like there's a little bit of dehydration that's happening in the body. So the body's just sucking it all in, sucking it all up. Because it does feel like your body's moving like this machine. Like all of these things are changing within. There's a transmutation that you're actually experiencing at a cellular level. And there feels to be a little bit of stuck energy in the abdomen itself, in the creation energy of what it is that you're wanting to experience into birth. There's a little bit of fear and apprehension about what that is moving out. And so it's physically manifesting in that space for you. It also does feel like a bit of indigestion. The digestion of new ideas. It feels like your body's catching up to the frequency and your body's feeling a little bit of apprehension and fear with that. It almost has this sense that it is going to die. And so it's an opportunity to connect more deeply to the body, to nurture the body with, I was going to say gracious foods, the frequency of grace. And then it feels as though greens will greatly support the body as you continue to integrate. It feels as though there's a surge that's also happening within your own body and within your own field, this surge of light, which is interesting. Interesting. Okay, so you're releasing an idea. There's a little bit of sacrifice that is being held into place, but it feels as though all of that is the mind is recreating the story of what is it that I need to release, or where is it that I'm sacrificing myself. There's also this connection to the kids and to the family, and this idea of a thread. Actually, it feels like a thread of where I still need to sacrifice a part of me in order for them to be okay. And so it does feel like you are redefining what it is to be a mom at this time, to be a mom as a business owner at this time, a mom as a business owner, as a wife as this time, as a community member. All of these things are shifting in the mind. And so the mind's wanting to hold on, and holding on by, in this sense, keeping them safe. How do I keep my kids safe? How do I make sure that they don't have hurt feelings? How do I make sure that they don't feel like they're neglected? How do I feel about them growing up? So all of these things are happening for you. And so your action is to actually redefine, because your children are growing up and they're maturing. And so the way that you are relating as a mom has shifted, but you haven't caught up in your own mind. So it's reassessing and recontextualizing, what is it to be a mom with my kids? What is it to be a business owner? What is it to be a wife? Because all of those have actually shifted for you. And you're experiencing it, you're actually doing it. The mind hasn't caught up yet because you haven't reassociated these things. So it feels like threads are leaving. And you just kind of have to like snip by bringing the mind back in with all of these things. And the result is a deeper connection to source, a deeper connection with the people in your life. But it's actually an interesting, a deeper connection by seeing people in their own wholeness, because of course you're letting go of the places where you have to save. So you see them in their wholeness, you see them in their abilities, in their what it is that they're capable of with your children, because they are older and so they are taking more responsibilities. And so you get to actually see them for who they are in this moment now, which will offer some relief with the body itself, which is interesting. Very cool. Let me know how that resonates. Joanne, I feel something new coming and I welcome the change. What can support this? Kind of curious. I don't know your birthday, Joanne. I know you're 5 o'clock, but I don't know your birthday. It kind of feels like you're in Neptune, though, which means that you're in the space where you're dreaming. So is it possible? I'm trying to scan and see if I can get your birthday, but I don't want to be wrong. uh, April 29th. Okay. 29th. Thank you. We're in October. Oh my God. Doing this math with my mind. You are not in Neptune. That's for sure. You might be in Saturn, accountability. Nope. Nope, you are not. You're in Mars. Action. Huh. What's new? Well, you are the director of your life. And so you can feel the energy of something new is coming, but you're the chooser. And so as you're feeling this energy, what is it that you're actually wanting to experience? What is it that you want to do? It almost feels, and I know that you and I have conversed about this, it feels like it is in this teaching capacity. It is in this sharing this wisdom. It is in sharing your own experiences. And so is that possible? Is that something that you want to follow through with? Because you're being invited to follow through with whatever it is that you desire and to really feel the power of that. It almost feels like in this, you're leading others from a place of more ease and gentleness and presence. It feels like those that are around you that are wanting to connect with you are a little bit scattered or frazzled or pressured and anxious. And so coming to you, if you decide to take this responsibility, decide to experience this, will actually allow for them to develop their own spirituality, develop their own experiences of what is it to be whole instead of just in this mind of attaining all of this information. And so I feel like you know what it is that you want. I feel like it is that you actually want to do this. It's just the willingness to decide that you're going to do it so that you can create the power and the energy to move in that focus. And so when you do, the result is celebration. It's fun, it's play, it's amplification, it's the celebration of you, the celebration of the wisdom that you hold and your life experience. You're so much more than who you think you are. And so if you're willing to begin to own that, that will actually help to direct you into the spaces. That's exciting. So, love. Rosalie, I'd love a message. What would be great to know in regards to creating my dream life? It's dynamic. It feels like you're already moving in the direction of creating your dream life, what it is that you want to experience. The mind is kind of hiccuping because you are actually in a physical move. And so you've taken things, you've put them into boxes, you put them into places. And as you bring it out, there's this taking it out of the boxes and finding and creating the spaces that you actually love. And there's a little bit of apprehension because with the things that you're taking out of the boxes, there's actually memories, memories of where it was and memories of how it served you in those places. And so there's a little bit of malaise in that. And so you're releasing your attachment to what was, so that you can actually take all of your belongings, your physical things, and create it into something that you actually truly desire, that will and can be beautiful. So releasing the attachment to how things were, to where things were, not necessarily saying that you're going to put the kitchen things, somewhere else in a different room, but there's an opportunity to create your livelihood as a reflection of your life, and your livelihood being your home, and really owning, this is my life. This is a reflection of my life. This is a reflection of who I am. And so I feel that in that there's going to be some change as you're unpacking. In, oh, this actually doesn't serve me anymore. This isn't actually what I need anymore. And so you may actually be releasing attachment and donating things. So there's a physical change. There's going to be a change in the mind, in how you perceive your life, in how you perceive who you are now. And it will be an initiation to a greater love story, a greater love in your life. It almost feels like living life full out. So I love that for you. Let me know how that resonates. I'll be excited to see how you, decorate's not the word, but how you create your home as you begin to allow for it to unfold based on you being the light of it. Stephanie, I would love cards. I feel a lot of things shifting in my world right now. I'm observing and being aware of flow. I would love cards to help support me through this week and on. Okay. There's just some energy moving. Love it. So it really does feel like you're experiencing the fulfillment of some choices that you made in the past. It feels like 6-8 months. You're actually experiencing the fulfillment, receiving the love and the blessings from those choices, which were truly important, because it was choices that you made based on loving yourself more wholly, if we can say, wholly and holy. Love. And so as you're experiencing that, it really does feel like you're focused on the material, but this also feels like you might be focused on a man or a physical relationship. And so there are two ways of seeing this, just because your result is 5 of diamonds. One, either you're focused on the material and what it is that you're wanting to create in your physical experience. It almost feels like this could be a new home based on a 5 of diamonds. And so if you are moving in that direction, focusing on your wealth, focusing on attaining the physical world, taking responsibility where you are inspired to take responsibility in order to attain the things that you're wanting to experience, it feels like you're doing the masculine things, like getting the contracts, doing the writing, doing the work, hiring a realtor, or all of those things, maybe even packing things up, so that you can actually experience the move, the change. And if this is a man and you're focused on bringing a man into your life, it's going to, you're in that man will inspire great changes that will allow for you to move and begin a journey of higher value, where you are actually transmuting who you thought you were before, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, and coming into a deeper sense of your value here now. So both are good. I feel like both of these are things that you are thinking about. But I do feel perhaps the move might be a little bit more right here now. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Wanda. 9 meters, 27 feet. Yes. And it can move beyond 9 meters. Okay. Because, I mean, I can connect with you guys here online. I can feel your body. I can feel what's happening. I can feel your emotions. I can hear your thoughts. And you guys are halfway around the world. So Sandy would love a card about manifesting international travel soon, please. I love traveling and going on vacation. I love that. Interesting. I'm curious about what's stopping you from deciding to go on vacation. It almost feels as though there's a little bit of fear. If I decide I'm going to go on vacation, then all of these other worries are going to come. um, like I can't have it, or I don't have the money for it, and so your limitations are speaking in on behalf of whether or not you can actually decide, and you're being invited to just decide. I decide I'm going to go on vacation, and it's going to be fun and luxurious and playful and relaxing and exciting, and maybe I'm going to meet some people and I'm going to do all these things. And so, will I choose to love myself so much that I'm willing to just decide to have the thing? Can I have it? Will I have it? Will I choose it? Will I commit? And so, in that, it actually takes you on this journey of connecting to a life that is higher, connecting to spirit in a new way, where you are actually connecting to yourself in a new way, because here you are leading yourself in the direction of having this vacation, having this travel. And so, to be the chooser in your life, what would that feel like? What would that be like? And would you allow yourself to experience that? To be the chooser, to allow yourself to experience the creation of your choice, the manifestation of your choice, and to see what it would actually be like to experience it rather than being at the whim of it. Um, yeah, and in this, it almost feels like the willingness to dream what it could possibly feel like, look like, imagining that you're there in this moment at the side of a pool, in a lounge chair, reading a book under an umbrella with a cabana boy or girl bringing you a drink, and just hearing the splashing of the water and the play and feeling the sun on your skin, and just feeling that experience so that you can start to receive the inspired actions. Oh, connect with this person, connect with this person. You go and you connect with this person says, hey, I have a deal, I'm going on vacation in a couple of weeks, and it costs this much money, are you willing to come? And then you're like, yes. Or, oh, you connect with someone, and or you're inspired to connect with someone, and they're like, hey, I've got a vacation house, and but I'm not going to be going, are you open? Like, all of these other possibilities and blessings come when you trust yourself, deepen your trust, hear your intuition, and allow yourself to dream. And of course, beginning with the decision, committing to it. So today, being Wednesday, is the perfect day to commit to that experience. Lisa, what is a little something to go with the experiences? Specifically, what is a helpful mind shift or focus for times when cruelty surfaces? Ooh, I feel that moving through your body. It's, and so as I'm feeling you, it's this coming back to self. And I'm curious if you're actually experiencing the cruelty right in your experience, or you're experiencing the cruelty out there. Because if you're experiencing the cruelty out there, it's the remembering that that is not happening here in my physical experience. That's happening over there. And that as that's happening over there, I have the opportunity to transmute this energy within my body, knowing and remembering that I'm safe here now. And that this transmutation that's happening within my body is transmuting my own story, my own experience, but it's actually also in service to transmuting what is happening there in their thoughts, in their emotions, in their feelings. And so it's coming back to your own energy, coming back to you. Let's pull some cards too. And yeah, let's pull cards first. Yeah. It is that coming into the mastery of the mind, and it's the seeing that things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you, and they're also moving through you. And so as the experiences are happening, it's remembering, unless it's an experience that you're having in your physical where you are unsafe, that's when the personality comes out and you go punching, you go doing the things. But it's remembering that what I'm seeing right now is happening out there, and I get to decide how I'm going to perceive this information. Am I going to perceive this information as something that's happening to me, or am I going to perceive this information remembering that it's over there, that I am safe, that all is well? And how is it that I can come to nurturing my mind through this experience? And if there are others that are experiencing the cruelty in my vicinity, then am I inspired to be in service? And so if I am in service, will I be in service to me first? How can I be in service to my mind, to my emotions, to my body, so that my body can be in service with me? Same with my emotions and my mind. And as I come back into my wholeness, now I get to ask myself the question, how can I be in service to others? How am I inspired? And you take the action. And so in that, it allows for you to experience new physical experiences. It almost feels like there will be actually these realizations to how the physical plays with your mind, how you are experiencing the physical, and how sometimes the body feels the trauma and takes it on as theirs, and you're breaking through that. And which actually it allows for the luxury of just seeing things playing out and not being affected by it, and not being affected by it because you don't care, but because you're not interpreting it as in here, which is freedom. And so the result really does feel like seeing things in new ways, experiencing physical experiences in new ways. That does come to be this beautiful celebration rather than it creating pain. So good. Jocelyn, so much in my head this week. It's exhausting. Also feeling on the verge of a leap. Not sure where, restless. How can I help myself move to the next place? Yeah, love. The next leap. Are you wanting to speak? I know you've spoken before, but are you feeling inspired to speak or to write or to get out there and to share your story in a new way, in a different way? It almost feels like you've received this fulfillment, you've done the things, but now there's more and you want it bigger. And so is that a possibility for you? Yeah. It feels as though it feels just like that. You've actually experienced the feedback, the result, the manifestation of what it is that you wanted to embark on, and it almost feels like it's like in that you think it's done. It's in a box. I'm going to put a beautiful bow. I'm going to put it on the shelf, and it's my trophy. Here it is. I did that. Um, but in that, because you've put it up in a box, you're almost not wanting to think about it because it's attached to a connection and a journey that was experienced with it in order to get you to this place and through it. And so the mind is actually holding on and might be telling yourself stories of, oh no, but I don't want to create the same experience. I don't want to create the same thing in order to achieve what it is that I desire. And so there's this holding back. And so you're being invited to let go of fixed ideas, fixed ways of communicating, and the communication is to yourself, fixed ways of thinking, to allow yourself to be inspired to move in this journey, knowing that what you experienced here in order to attain this thing is not the same, that it can unfold into this beautiful love story for you, into this beautiful journey for you that doesn't have to be connected to an idea of pain or hurt or this feeling in the body, this injury in the body. And so it does feel like the result of that is a new way of nurturing the mind, a new way of nurturing the body, a new way of nurturing your life. It feels like it may be an experience of a lifestyle change, and how you communicate out into the world. It also feels like this will allow for a deeper connection to your higher self, or to your intuition, to your insight. You've actually been receiving a lot of insights and inspirations, but this has been holding you back, the fears of what had happened. And she's like really being loud and clear, like, stop it. Let's just go do the thing. Hear me. You're here for a purpose. Let's go do it. So I hope that inspires you. Your intuition's funny, Jocelyn. Yay. Hi, Raya. How are you? Okay. Fiona. Okay. I feel that I'm in recovery from an intense week last week? Are there any areas of me to focus on as I integrate? Yeah. Oh, I love that, Jocelyn. Okay, Fiona. Ooh, you are right. You are in integration. There's some repatterning and some stuff that's happening in the mind and in the brain. There's this release of patterns that's happening in the back of your brain, in the back of your brainstem. That's moving out. So it's interesting. There's these threads are leaving, and you don't need to know what they are or why they were there. It's just going. But it's creating a little bit of tiredness in the body as the restructuring continues to happen. And I'm feeling almost like this tightness in the jaw. Part of it is the body is wanting to hold on to part of that because it doesn't know what life would look like without some of these experiences. But when I look at the cards, yeah. So you are moving through a release, the karmic releases of experiences, of patterns, of how you related with others, how you related with yourself and with your body and your own thinking. I'm really connecting with how you used to think about your body, or how you used to interpret your body, and how you used to perhaps abuse the body in trying to control it to be a certain way, or trying to control certain ways of being, of representing, of experiencing based on conditions or ways that people told you you were supposed to be, and how you were supposed to act, and how you were supposed to eat as a spiritual being, as like all of this stuff. And so it actually feels as though part of what's falling to a death is spiritual ego, which is kind of cool. And so in that, you're deeply going to want to integrate by paying attention to these fixed ideas as they go, and noticing and paying attention to what is inspired versus what is on automatic. And so an automatic way of being, I have an automatic way of being where for years I would go to my fridge, and as I'm filling up my water bottle, I would open the fridge to look at what's inside. Now, years back when I was eating a lot of food and I was overweight, I would fill up my water bottle, I would open up the fridge, and I'd take out some ice cream, or I'd take out something to eat, and I would just go eat, and I'd be very unconscious of it. So it stopped, but then my body would continue to, I'd fill up my water bottle or my glass, I'd open the fridge, I'd look in the fridge, check out what's there, and not take anything out, and just close the door. So our body just kind of automatically does something, or does things. And you'll notice that when you become a little bit more aware that it does that. And so noticing where your body is automatically doing things, and to come back into more presence with, okay, well, what is it that my body actually needs in order to inspire a deeper integration? Because this is falling away. Like the spiritualized ego is actually falling away, and is going through a rebirth, and the body is catching up by snipping the threads and snipping the programming away. Yeah, awesome. All right. I think that I got to connect with everybody who asked a question. Yeah, which is lovely. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for your energy, for your attention, for connecting with me here, for your curiosity. And yeah, if you and I haven't connected before, I'd love to invite you in to do a little bit of numerology based on your birth card and your ruling number, and do a bit of channeling. And yay. Thank you so much for connecting. Wishing you all the most amazing day, and I will see you in the spaces. Oh, I think I'm going to be channeling in on Friday in channeling numbers. I think I'm going to pull some cards for the eclipse. So if you're available, join me there. Lots of love, everyone. Bye for now.